Okay, so we're making some beeswax wrappers, and this is we being Mum and I, and we've learnt a lot. This is our third one, so I wanted to run you through the process because we've learnt through our mistakes. So we've currently got a piece of fabric on a tray in the oven. It's got baking paper underneath it, and then we've got a fresh cut piece of fabric, and I've got some natural beeswax pieces which we're able to drizzle evenly over the fabric. You don't want it too thick, because what we're going to do after this is actually put it in the oven and let the beeswax melt. And if you have clumps of beeswax in certain places, it obviously pulls and creates a lot of liquid beeswax. So that should be more than enough. I might even take a little bit off the little clumps that are forming. And then from here, you grab the oven mitts. We're going to pop it in the oven, and you only need it for, honestly, probably 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, so it's ready, and we can tell that by the melted beeswax. We'll grab the oven mitts and we pop it back on the hot plates, and then from there we need paintbrush, any kind. Oops. And you want to be spreading the beeswax so that it's evenly spread over the piece of fabric. You may notice some drier patches or some pools of beeswax, so you want to move that around the tray. And then the next process is actually a two-person job. So I'll explain it to you, and we will show you the finished product, and you can understand from there. So from here, what I would suggest you do is grab one person with the oven mitts to carry the hot tray over to where you're going to hang it up, and the second person is going to grab the corner of the fabric, pull it off, and I'll show you where we are hanging them so that you understand the whole process. So come with me. So I would be carrying this over, Mum or your helper would be pulling the piece of fabric off, and then you would be putting it on the rack as so, with a rag underneath, because as you can see the beeswax does drop on the floor. And there are two that we did earlier, and they're really great. The thickness is perfect.